Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday for you. I'm really happy that you all have the weekend. If you're going to be coming into town for the race, expect gorgeous weather. Actually, we're going to be having some beautiful weather over the course of the next week. And I saw next weekend we may be tickling the 70 mark. Fingers crossed. I can't wait for spring. It's been fun this year. Don't get me wrong. I've really enjoyed seeing the snow and so forth. But yeah, I'm ready for spring. Bring on that warm weather. So anyway, yeah, I really wanted to talk or continue on today with the numerology tutorial lesson, whatever. And it's kind of a big topic, so let's jump into it real quick, okay? So anyway, I was going to go over the numbers 1 through 9 and what they mean in relation to your numerology calendar, okay? So number 1, we talked about yesterday, beginning of a new cycle, basically a new beginning, new adventure. So you could think of it like that, okay? Number 2 is dealing with relationships, or partnerships. You could think of them as love interests, like between you and your spouse, you and your family, your friendships, work relationships, business dealings, that sort of thing. Okay, so any sort of relationship you could think of, that's what the number 2 is all about. Okay, even with yourself. Relationship that you have with yourself, relationship you have with spirit, basically all of those sorts of connections. So kind of broad. Yeah, like I said, anything having to do with relationships. Then number 3, creative self-expression. Could be about artistic creativity or just about your self-expression, period. Think of it, you can kind of think of it as shouting it from the rooftops, being more assertive, or just taking an opportunity to express yourself creatively, or just speaking your mind, period. Okay? Number 4, we talked about yesterday, with it being the number for stability. And with 4, if you actually look at the number 4, you could it actually looks a lot like one of those famous yoga poses. Excuse me, a little out of breath. So yeah, and you have the person standing on one foot, and in kind of a praying position with and so forth. So, and it takes a lot of stability, a lot of focus and so forth in order to be able to stand in that pose, especially over an extended period of time. Number 5. Oh, everybody's favorite. 5 is all about change. It could be chaotic change. It could be a good change. It could be a bad change. One way or another, it's all about transformation. Things differently, being forced to look at things differently. So if you're kind of having a little bit of a chaotic day or something, look at your numerology calendar. It might be a 5-day for you. Number 6, we talked about yesterday. It's not having to do with pregnancy. Just pregnancy, you typically think of the things having to do with the home. So that's why number 6 is all about the home environment. Okay. Number 7, if you take a look at the number 7, kind of looks like a lightning bolt. So that's a day for inspiration, especially divine inspiration. Those lightning thought ideas and so forth. It's like, oh my gosh, I didn't think of that. Or it could just be divine inspiration, period. Okay? It's also a good day to be able to connect very well with your intuition and so forth too. Number 8, plane passing by overhead here. Number 8 is all about success, profitability, and so forth. Okay, and we're not talking just necessarily in financial related matters. It could be achieving a goal. It could be finally being able to complete a project or something. So yeah, 8 is really about success. That's success day. And then the number 9 is about ending of a cycle. So there you have it. with what those numbers actually mean in the numerology calendar. And of course, we're not talking about, your master numbers 11, 22, 33, or your angel sign numbers or anything like that. That's a whole different ballgame. Those are, at least with the master numbers, it's dealing like with your birth chart. The angel sign numbers like 1111 or 111, you see those times will pop up, or the time 555. Ooh. But with the individual numbers, it gives you an idea of where to start looking, and when you start seeing those angel numbers pop up and everything. And the master numbers are a totally different ball game also, especially in relation to your birth chart. There are multiple resources out there. A really good one is numerology.com. If you want to go out there to take a look at like master numbers and angel numbers and so forth. Also, there are some really good book resources. If you're interested in the book resource that I had read, DM me and I'll send that to you, okay? So anyway, hope you all have a great weekend. I know I'm going to, especially with this warmer weather. I'm so looking forward to it. It's been a really number 5 cold and flu season this year. Anyway, hey, I can't crack myself up. Who can I crack up? Talk to y'all Sunday. Love yous. Mwah.